Hey friends, let's paint a cute Highland cow. So I have already put my multi-purpose sealer on my board. I did 2 coats so that it would seal it really well. And now I'm just painting it a light gray and then going back and adding little strips of black and brown. Then I take that same gray and just kind of go back over those strips to kind of mute it out a little bit. So see how it's more muted now? Using a piece of paper as a guide, I'm making 3 little thin stripes to kind of represent slats of wood. I used brown, black, and white on the horns, and of course just black on the hooves. Then I'm using dark brown to color block the little guy in completely. Used some rust colors to give him the little squiggly lines, and coming in here and giving him an eye. I decided to go around his mouth with that dark brown, little bit of black, and just kind of fill in more of that. There's a little strip here I'm doing black, and that's where his little mouth is. Give him a couple of black nostrils. Now I'm filling in this part of his snout with some light brown, and then I'm going to go over this with some pink, and then give it a little white highlight. Just step back and look at him, and if he needs anything, you can add it. I'm adding a little bit of dark brown, some of those little swipes up in here. I'm going to come in with some black to define his legs. Taking a little light brown, I'm going to go right around his snout. Let's give his hooves a little highlight. I lost his highlight on his nose, so I'm adding that back in with some white. We need to define his eye so you can see it, so I'm adding a little bit of white on one side. I added a little bit of brown on the other. Giving his horns a little highlight with white. Now just take a look and see what you think he needs. I decided to add more of this caramel color. And always sign your work. Now let's add some glass and resin. I use Art Resin brand, which is a 1-to-1 ratio. Mix slow and easy for 3 minutes. Then for this design, I'm putting my resin on first all over the entire board and bringing it to all the edges, and then I'll add my glass. A little mini butane torch will get out all the bubbles really fast. Once you have your glass arranged, use any remaining resin and get the bubbles out with your heat tool, and there you go. Here it is the next day, and look at the shine. It's so pretty. You'll find this in my Etsy shop, Art Grace Paint, and I hope you'll follow me for more ideas.